Proper nutrition in high-level sports can make all the difference in stamina, mental energy, and overall performance. It can give you the slight advantage over your opponents that can lead you toward victory. The whole purpose of fueling your body properly and sufficiently is to extend athleticism, strength, power, and endurance as far as they will go. The whole point of sports nutrition is to help athletes reach their full potential by getting the most out of them each and every day. This means that good nutrition does not just start the day of games or meets, but is built on every day so that practice and trainings are maximized throughout the week.
Sports nutrition is a common topic in the world of sports and sports performance, but it also tends to be one of the most uninformed topics among athletes as a whole. Giving the extensive knowledge of what athletes should be eating to the athletes themselves should be a priority to ensure that they are getting the most out of their nutrition. Probably the most important aspect of proper sports nutrition is hydration. High-level athletes should be drinking well above the amount a normal person should consume daily. A common trick to find how much water an athlete should be drinking per day is to divide their body weight by half and then consume an ounce of water per pound. Your body needs water for almost every bodily function to occur. In order to stay on top of one's hydration, an athlete should be aware of the color of their urine. The goal is to have a large amount of clear urine rather than a small amount of darker. Also, it's better to drink less water more frequently as opposed to drinking a lot less often. Carbohydrates are one of the three main macronutrients necessary for athletes to be consuming. Carbohydrates, or carbs, are the main source of energy your body will feed off of, so they are imperative for performance. Carbs should be making up about 60 to 70% of your total daily calories. It is important to fuel your body with sources of carbohydrates like fruits, vegetables, pastas, breads, and rice in order to prevent your body from running out. If your body runs out of carbs to burn, it will start burning fat and protein, which can hurt performance and reduce the overall impact of training. Many of the carbs I mentioned in the previous slide are called polysaccharides and are complex carbs that provide lots of nutrients. These types of carbs are found in foods like brown rice, nuts, and vegetables. Due to their increased metabolic rate, these nutrients are to be consumed in long-term nutrition rather than for short-term energy. It is a common misconception that high-level athletes should stay away from monosaccharides, which are single sugar molecules like glucose and fructose. These foods and drinks contain what are called simple sugars and are not entirely bad for athletes. They are processed by the body quickly for bursts of energy, so they are useful to ingest mid-performance. Now the next major macronutrient is protein. Protein is needed to support normal growth and repair of tissue and cells post-physical exertion. Protein is the only macronutrient that is not physiologically stored in the body, so if the nutrient is lacking, then cell function will be lost and muscle tissue will be depleted. Protein is at its most important in a post-workout setting where muscles need to be repaired with amino acids, which protein contains. Some examples of food choices for good sources of protein are meat, fish, poultry, eggs, dairy, nuts, and beans. This macronutrient should make up about 12 to 15% of your total daily calories. The last major macronutrient is fat. Fats are important because they can be used in a variety of critical physiological processes. They are important as long-term energy stores and give athletes an extra boost once the carbohydrate supply is running low. However, they are not effective as quick sources of energy. Fat should provide no more than 20 to 30% of your daily calories. This slide shows some good sources of fats to consume well in advance of training or competition, as the process of metabolizing it is very complex. If fats are eaten too close to activity, you may feel bloated and cumbersome as they have not had time to digest properly. Moving on from the food aspect of nutrition, the anabolic window is a very important period of time for athletes. The anabolic window is a period of time following a workout where an athlete can maximize nutrition absorption. This window is the optimal time for recovery because the body is most suitable to absorb nutrients. Due to the body being depleted of nutrients from a workout, it is important that you replenish what has been lost. In order to maximize training results and prevent loss of muscle or body composition, consuming adequate sources of calories and protein in this short window is imperative. Currently at Denver, athletes are provided with chocolate milk, protein bars, and numerous other healthy snacks to help replenish nutrients lost after a workout. It is important to be cautious when trying to use supplements to maximize the anabolic window, as the NCAA bans many common ingredients in them. You are better off sticking with natural sources of nutrients. It is no secret that college students tend to drink and party a lot more than the normal person. Athletes are no exception to this rule. In fact, collegiate student athletes have been found to drink more alcohol than even the average student. However, alcohol presents a big problem in the matters of nutrition and recovery. It is common practice for many student athletes to go out and celebrate a big win by binge drinking with the team. This can put these athletes at a severe disadvantage moving forward in their training and performance, as drinking in excess can cause a loss of balance and coordination, reduced reaction time, and can also be detrimental to one's sleep pattern. This information I provided is vital in success at one of the highest levels of competition in sports, the collegiate stage. Many of the athletes at this level are physically similar, but can be set apart by how they are preparing their bodies to win. Proper nutrition can bridge the gap between good and great, and we all know you need to be great to win. The goal of every team here at DU each year is to win a national championship. This comes from an overall desire and expectation to win. Each athlete here is physically prepared to perform, but the other side of performance comes from proper fueling. Being able to execute at peak performance will only lead to further success and championships.